What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. I'm everyone's boy, the TK Moss, and today I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Tony Romo is the better quarterback than Dak Prescott. So let's get right into those reasons right here, right now. Reason number 1: Tony Romo always, and I mean always, did more with less. Meaning, Tony Romo never had a great offensive line except for 2014. And in the times that Tony Romo was playing, he had guys like Flozell Adams, Mark Colombo. He never had that elite tier like a Dak Prescott, except in 2014, in which he had Tyrone Smith, Travis Frederick, and Zach Martin. And not 2014. That was Tony Romo's best offensive line, and which Dak Prescott inherited in 2016 until now. So that's one huge advantage Dak Prescott had. Tony Romo is always, well, not always, but for a good amount of his career, always trying to do extra, do more, yada yada yada. And you guys can watch the film if you don't believe me. And let's get into the running back position. Tony Romo never had an elite running back like Ezekiel Elliott, except DeMarco Murray for about maybe 2 years, the last 2 years of his career. Because in the beginning, DeMarco Murray, he was a bit injury prone. Romo had Julius Jones. He was not elite. He was a mid-core guy. We had Marion Barber, in which Marion Barber was a bruiser. He did do what he had to do, but he was never as great as Ezekiel Elliott. And so when you're Tony Romo, you can't run the ball because you're not getting nowhere with it, and they don't fear you. So Romo had to throw for his life. He had to always do more. And you can look at the stats, because Dak Prescott, he really didn't throw the ball that much in his first couple of years. Last year, he had to throw the ball because Dallas was down a lot, but Zeke is super elite, top 3 back in the game, which Tony Romo never had. Let's get in reason number 2 that Tony Romo is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Let's look at the NFL records. Tony Romo holds the most consecutive road games with at least 1 touchdown pass, and he did that 41 times in a row. That's amazing, and that's more proof right there. Tony Romo had to throw the ball. He couldn't never just give the ball off and let Julius Jones, Marion Barber do what they needed to do. And let's look at some other records that Tony Romo holds. Tony Romo, highest quarterback rating in the 4th quarter. That dismisses the claim, the myth, oh, Tony Romo is not clutch. Tony Romo's this, Tony Romo's that. I'll be the first one to admit, Week 17, those games when the Dallas Cowboys needed to win the game, we lost most of those guys. We lost most of those games. I 100% admit that. We lost against Washington a couple of times, the Eagles, the Giants. Romo did not come through right there. I admit that. But most games, Romo did his thing in the 4th quarter. Dallas was always down. Romo and those mid-cores, 8-8, 7-9 teams. Romo put that team on his back most of the time, and he came through. And the evidence is right here, because his QB rating in the 4th quarter is number 1. Another NFL record that Tony Romo has. Tony Romo has the most games in a season with a passer rating of at least 135. And he did that 6 times. 6 times in a season. Nobody's ever done it. Not Peyton Manning with those elite offensive wide receivers in Indianapolis. Not Tom Brady. Not Rich Gannon. Joe Montana. None of those guys have ever did that like Tony Romo. So you know Tony Romo has a rocket arm. Well, not a rocket arm, but he has a good arm. He's accurate, and the proof is right here. Dak Prescott does not have those type of records. He has the record as a rookie for the most completions without an interception. I believe it was 178. Yes, Dak Prescott, he is accurate. He's safe with the ball. He did his thing. I give him that. He's a better runner with his legs. I give you all of that. But now, let me give you the last and the most important reason why Tony Romo is better than Dak Prescott. Defense. If you go back and look at those old Dallas Cowboys teams, those, like I said before, those 8-8 teams, 7-9 on the brink of making the playoffs, 10-6, 9-7, those defenses for the most part was horrible. Well, not horrible, but they was about 25th and up. Those was a bad defensive team. And I know a lot of people say, well, Tony Romo had DeMarcus Ware. You're absolutely right, but DeMarcus Ware can't hold down a fort by himself. DBs, we had Terrence Newman, but Terrence Newman, Terrence Newman was on I want to say the tail end of his career, but he wasn't elite. He was fast and he did what he had to do. Tony Romo had guys like Brandon Carr, used Carr. He got derailed and beat down every time with that huge contract that he got. Sensabaugh was decent. Claiborne, he was a top 5 pick. He never panned out. So, I mean, it's there. I remember Terrence Newman getting high jumped by a Washington Redskin fullback. I remember that. He got the running back jumped over him. Those defenses never ever was elite, except for, you guessed it, in 2014. That was the best defense Romo ever had. In 2007, he had a good. That 2017 was, they came together there. You got to give him that. And then let's look at Dak Prescott defense. Jalen Smith, Byron Jones. You got the rookie from Boise State. Like, Dak Prescott has, for his whole career, had a great defense, except, well, you could say, last year or whatever. And that defense was still pretty good. Just Dak Prescott didn't come through because he's not a better quarterback than Romo. But you see what I'm saying? Romo was given the stale bread. Dak Prescott got the nice fresh bread. Romo gets the stale bread. And it shows you Tony Romo always did more than what he had to do. He got criticized, and now I bet you guys miss Tony Romo. And that's why probably Dak Prescott won't be here next year. But those are the reasons why. The 3 reasons why Tony Romo is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Until then, I'm your boy. I'm everyone's boy. Peace out.